Agradable. Uma teve até ver. Que bab que emtar. Almost need to give after. The labour ward's a happy place because these people really love their children, but the success of our medical work in reducing infant mortality, making people live longer, has in fact been a sweet irony in many respects because it's led to a population explosion. Therefore, meaning we have to redouble our efforts towards family planning in the medical work that we're doing, not just here, but also out on the patrols that the clinic staff do. Bundle all ready? Yeah. Okay, when you feel the pain here, that's when you push hard, okay? It's well over an hour now since this lady was in second stage of labour. The baby's heart rate is just starting to slow down a little bit, so Sister's going to apply a vacuum extractor to expedite the delivery. Over the years, we've really encouraged the ladies to give birth in hospital rather than in the bush. We've inoculated the children and provided a basic healthcare service. Now the question is, will the environment be able to support this rapidly growing population? Change anywhere is inevitable, but in Papua New Guinea we see it before our eyes. For me, it's a constant dilemma. Just how much should we interfere? This was a complicated labour, and the truth is, if this child had been born in the bush, it would have died. Probably the mother too. Come on, Chief. Let's hear it. Just by being here, we're agents of change. We bring in drugs. We even bring in diseases like measles. We bring in Hovercraft. It's a dilemma without an easy answer.
I don't believe that we in the Western world should have our super heart surgery and all the good things and not share them at all with anybody else. We could leave them all alone here, and we could leave them to die in their infancy, and we could leave them to dwell in pain in childbirth. We could leave them to die in childbirth. We could leave them to die young. Instead, we come here with cures for leprosy. We come here with our surgical abilities. We come here with the antivenin to help the snake bites so that fathers live, brothers live, mothers live, children live. I don't believe we can ever deny that from our Western culture to anybody. And we've just done a little bit here at Balimo, in this area of the Gogodala people, to help them. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. I believe it's our moral, social and Christian duty to do so.
A vital part of the medical work here is going out to the villages for regular clinics.
I think one of the happiest times is being out on patrol with the nurses, just enjoying their company and enjoying sharing with them about their lives out here and learning from them.
This is the village of Keene, where the men are rebuilding their traditional longhouse.
Welcome. Give us a lift to hear it.
Let's have a quick look at that and discussion. It was fun after a bit there. What happened there? Oh look! Oh, that's just the immunisations. Some advice to go 3 times a day with the Sego.
My views of medicine have changed since I've been out here. I think I've seen how important the nursing services are out here. The fact that the nurses here are trained to diagnose and to treat patients, and they do so much of the work. It makes me realise that I think that doctors at home are perhaps rather overrated.
Have you seen the Hovercraft anywhere? No. No! We've lost it! That way. It could be somewhere in here, we've no idea. It's broken down, we've heard, and we can't find it anywhere. You haven't seen it?
Things are starting to go wrong. Steve Moody is the chief Hovercraft engineer.
It's a big place. It's a big place. If only I could get 5 feet up in there, I could see it. problem when you've got 10 to 15 miles of flat water, loads of grass around.
Have you had this problem before?
No, things have been pretty smooth up till now. The actual craft has gone well, very well. We're slowly making improvements. We had some problems with it first of all, but we're slowly getting it more operational. But this is a bit of a downer. The trouble is with this grass, it grows up 4 or 5 feet in some places, and the craft has settled down to about 3 or 4 feet. So it could be anywhere in there. That's the track where the hovercraft goes up there. That's why the craft is here, because it can go anywhere, but unfortunately it went anywhere and it's broken down there. Yeah.
Far away on there.
500 meters. 100 meters.
Can we get them?
Looks like it's straight through grass.
Swab your skin first with sterile water.
We're not going to put the needle in. It's good learning from the nurses how to immunise.
Skin now.
This is a subcut.
Measles.
Right, good.
Measles, I'm giving it subcutaneous now.
Yeah, that's fine. No, they don't teach us this sort of thing in England. I think that the nurses enjoy teaching us. That's a bit close.
So you're going to be practicing on the people here, are you?
Absolutely. Ah, don't do it. It was difficult to persuade them that they should teach us what to do because they think that we know all those things. But when we persuaded them that we don't really know what we're doing, they were very happy to step in and help us out. There's often an attitude at home that they should be learning from us, but I mean that's such a ridiculous attitude because we're all working with the same goal in mind. Sorry.
You're learning plenty here, Sarah.
I certainly am, yes. It's good to get some experience at this immunisation stuff.
What's the importance of this sort of care?
Oh, it's really good. They've got a very good healthcare system here, primary healthcare, so that if you immunise the kids now, you save less money, save more money on hospital treatment later on, so they don't need to get all these illnesses.
Does it come as a shock to you, this sort of treatment?
It's a bit rough and ready, isn't it?
How are you coping?
Am I coping? I'm loving it. It's great. It's much more fun than GP surgery at home doing this sort of thing.
Found a narrow channel which may get into their direction, but it's only just wide enough clear of we so we don't foul our prop up. This channel is just wide enough for an 18-inch wide dugout canoe, and we're taking a 5-foot boat through here. But we're going in the right direction, that's one thing. Have you seen the hovercraft anywhere? Thank you!
Somebody's already been through there.
Yo.
Who's the other crew?
That'll be Martin and Gareth in the Sea Rider. What's your problem?
Both belts have gone. Both belts have snapped.
Both belts.
Both belts. Yeah.
One snapped and the other one's slipping.
So it was not very far away, but it was after that, of course, we could go nowhere. We tried one. After the first one went, we tried to do asymmetric power, and that didn't work at all. But now we've really come to a dead halt.
What happened to your hand, Martin?
It's bleeding.
Just cut some grass. That's all.
Do you think the diesel will run too fast if we just go up to hover?
Well, no, you just bring it up to about 2,500 RPM.
In that case, we can hover, in which case you can tow.
Exactly.
If we carve it out a channel where the canoe's disappeared, which is in fact down the far end of this lagoon,
Yeah.
we might get out that way.
Okay.
With one hovercraft down, this expedition can't go ahead.
One of the things that we've got to do to get up now from the UK is
what we've got, the situation that's happened on this pulley is we've had wear on this pulley, okay, down here, and what that's caused is a premature failure in the belt. Now, whether it's due to the belt or the pulley, we're not sure what's gone first, but this belt has gone. The belt has slipped down and has got ruptured in the other belt and made the other belt to fail.
We have spare parts, but unfortunately not the right ones.
Belts, we've actually got spare belts,
Yeah.
but it's not worth fitting the spare belts to this pulley, correct? Gareth, what do you think?
No, I don't think it really is, because it could cause, we could actually reverse the pulleys, so the wear isn't, so there's no wear on the belt on the opposite side. But I think it's actually worth acquiring 2 new pulleys.
Right, Steve, it's your job to get the packs off by 12 o'clock tomorrow so that we don't jeopardise the push to the fly. The drought is off. You can officially have showers now as much as you want. You can flush the toilet as well. The rainy season is just started, and it goes on to the middle of June.
I'm sorry, unless I'm faced with some better evidence than this, I can't believe this is a rainy season.
No. What? How much more rain do you want? I'll go out and check that rain gauge soon, just see how much it's fallen since this morning.
The southeast dry has turned into a southeast wet. The airstrip's closed. We've got a broken hovercraft that needs spare parts to come in from overseas. It can't be fixed until we do get those parts, which needs the airstrip to be open. So until this weather settles down, so we're left with an expedition that can't go ahead. If the expedition can't go ahead, it means that the testing of how far we can go with the medical work can't go ahead as well. So as we look out at the weather here, we just think of what could be at the moment.